Well, we're covering breaking news this morning. Fayetteville police say they're investigating after a dead body was found earlier this morning. Sergeant Anthony Murphy with the Fayetteville Police Department says the body was found just after 7 this morning on 15th Street. That's right near Walker Park. And right now, we don't know any details about the victim, the cause of death, or if police believe foul play was involved. We'll bring you more details as soon as they come into our newsroom. A murder suspect now behind bars in northwest Arkansas after being arrested in California. Police say 18-year-old Angel Torres is facing several charges, including first-degree murder. Torres is accused of killing 19-year-old Javier Nicholas Rodriguez earlier this month in Springdale. Torres was arrested by U.S. Marshals and California Highway Patrol before being brought back to Arkansas. He's currently being held in the Washington County Jail on $500,000 bond. A Fort Smith man facing first-degree battery charges, accused of stabbing another man with a samurai sword. Fort Smith police say Eddie Luongodam attacked the victim with a samurai sword Friday night. That victim is now recovering in Little Rock from deep cuts on his hands and right shoulder. Luongodam is being held at the Sebastian County Jail. He's due in court Thursday. And this morning, a Crawford County deputy is out of a job after allegedly driving drunk.
You been drinking?
No.
None?
I was at my girlfriend's house.
Have you been drinking?
A little bit.
Why'd you tell me no?
Deputy Garrett Henry was arrested near Alma after ASP says he crashed his car while driving under the influence. Henry took a breathalyzer and, according to dashcam video, blew a .16. That's twice the legal limit. Henry later pleaded guilty to drunk driving and other charges. The governor's office telling 4029 that the governor will tour the Bella Vista stump dump this Friday. This comes after Hutchinson met with the ADEQ and health department officials about the burning dump site on Trafalgar Road. He announced on Thursday that necessary funds have been approved to contract with engineering groups to douse the flames. The city of Bella Vista also releasing some of the final results from the EPA. Those results revealing no elevated levels of chemicals of concern are in the community. This morning, a partial government shutdown continues as 25% of the government remains closed, with Senate Democrats and the Trump administration bickering over border wall funding. 4029's Matt Pritchard is in Washington with the progress being made towards a compromise. The Senate remains adjourned until Thursday, but lawmakers say they will head back to the Capitol if a bill reaches a vote. Now, according to the Center for American Progress, more than 2,800 Arkansans are expected to be furloughed or forced to work without pay during this shutdown. The shutdown has cut off funding for federal agencies like national parks, the Federal Housing Administration, and parts of the Food and Drug Administration. One area not affected, armed forces, like the Arkansas Army National Guard, which has secured funding.
And Congress passed the last congressional budget amendment earlier this year. They fully funded the military, which means everyone who's wearing a green or a blue suit here in Arkansas is going to work as normal.
Things like Social Security, Medicare, and the post office will not be affected by the shutdown right now. Our local malls will be open a little longer today. In Fort Smith, Central Mall is open from 10 until 7 and tomorrow from 8 to 6. In Fayetteville, the Northwest Arkansas Mall is open today from 10 to 7 and tomorrow from 9 to 6. If you still haven't had a chance to meet Santa, he'll be at both malls today and tomorrow. Today is also your last day to check out this incredible local winter wonderland. Fort Smith's Christmas Winter Wonderland at Chaffee Crossing closes after today. The indoor walkthrough Christmas show comes complete with pictures with Santa, train rides, plus hot cocoa and cookies. Owner Mary Mercheka says it's a great way to make memories for families.
I've been this way all my life. When I was little, we had big Christmases, a lot of decorations, everyone over. You know, it was just real big in the family, and it's just a lot of memories for me. I love it. I literally love it, and I love seeing the people every year. They'll come back, and then they'll bring their kids and grandkids. And
the Winter Wonderland is open today from 3 to 7. Tickets are $15 for kids, and that gets you a train ride, picture with the big man Santa, and more. Now, as we get ready for the new year, there are some new laws that will go into effect when the calendar turns. Let's start first with how much money you can make. The first of 3 increases to the state's minimum wage will go into effect on the first of the new year, raising it from $8.50 to $9.25. More increases to the state's minimum wage will happen over the next 3 years until it reaches $11 an hour. And more Arkansans will be subject to work requirements under the Arkansas Works program starting in 2019. As of now, the work requirements only apply to those between the ages of 30 and 49, but that's about to expand to anyone between the ages of 19 and 49. Under the law, recipients are required to work, go to school, or volunteer 80 hours a month to keep their coverage. New state restrictions will also go into effect for opioids. The new rules limit prescriptions for treatment of acute pain to 7-day supply and force doctors to justify higher doses. The new rules were approved by the state in April after research showed patients were more likely to become addicted the longer they took the drugs. And speaking of the new year, we want to know what you plan to work on in 2019. Head over to the 4029 Facebook page right now. Let us know what your New Year's resolutions are. And this week and next week, we'll be sharing what you have planned, as well as some tips to make sure you stay on track. Laura, we were talking about this all day yesterday, and I saw a couple of comments. My favorite one was to be nice to people.
Oh, wow.
That's such a great New Year's resolution because it's easy. It's so much easier to be nice to people, in my opinion.
Right. There you go. You'll get a good feedback when you kind of do that, right?
Exactly. You get some good karma. You put some good in, you get some good back.
There you go. And weather-wise, we can give you a nice forecast for today. You'll head out to some cooler temperatures this morning. Temperatures, beautiful live shot coming to us from Fayetteville, are mixed in northwest Arkansas. We have more 30s. In the River Valley, a few more 40s. And today, we're counting on sunshine. Not quite as warm as it was yesterday, but a pretty day nevertheless. Afternoon highs for northwest Arkansas will be close to 50 degrees. And in the River Valley, we'll have more mid-50s. If you're headed out tonight, do take that coat with you. It will get cold, and it will get cold pretty quickly. Tomorrow morning, we'll have many more 20s out there. So for the folks that do have to work tomorrow, when you're headed into work, get that big coat right back out because it will be a colder start to the day.
I'm glad you've warned me because we're working Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, morning show, and I'm going to be freezing is what it sounds like.
That's right. You know, we were talking about a few spotty showers for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I don't think either will be a washout. It will just be an opportunity to get a little bit of water. You'll still have plenty of playtime for the new toys.
All those new toys. Well, we're looking forward to it, and I want to go ahead and wish you an early Merry Christmas to you and Claudia. I know we're working on Christmas, but we're still very excited for it.
You bet. You bet.
All right, and don't forget to tune in today for a special tribute to Penny Marshall in Laverne and Shirley this Sunday on our sister station, MeTV Arkansas, over-the-air channels 40.3, 29.3, or Cox Cable Channel 707. Those episodes will run from 1 p.m. until 5 o'clock. We want to thank you guys for tuning in with us to 4029 News Sunrise. Of course, you can like us, follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything you can imagine, digital and social. And local news will continue tonight at 5 and 5:30 right here on 4029. Thanks for watching.